competition. Please help me welcome our organizer, Ms. Farah Ubaid. And next, I would like to introduce our mentor for the Afrique Talking Times contest. But before I do that, let me introduce her. She has been in English language teaching for 21 years. Her last work assignment was in King Abdulaziz University, where she worked as an English language instructor, teacher trainer, academic accreditation lead, and a research writing coach. Sarah is deeply compassionate about her own learning and is enrolled in the Toastmasters International Program as a leader member. She is also a recipient of the prestigious Distinguished Toastmaster Award. So please help us welcome our mentor, Ms. Sarah Ansari.
Hi, Ms. Sarah.
Hi, Sarah. Welcome.
She's there.
Right.
This is her. We're live on Facebook.
Yeah.
You've been going a bit fast, just be normal. You should be erect.
Right.
Where is
And with this, I would like to call our organizer and our mentor, Ms. Farah Ubaid and Ms. Sarah Ansari, to please call the Talking Titans contest to order. Over to Ms. Farah and Ms. Sarah.
Thank you very much, Asjad. Ms. Farah, are we ready to call the contest to order?
Yes, definitely. And we are live on Facebook and we can start now. Over to you, Mr. Asjad.
Perfect. Let the contest begin.
All right. Thank you very much, Ms. Organizer, Ms. Farah, and Ms. Mentor, Ms. Sarah Ansari. So fellow participants and respected dignitaries, I would now like to welcome our esteemed judges. But before I do that, I'm going to introduce each and every one of them.
Mr. Asjad, your microphone is off. Your microphone is switched off.
Oh, okay. So let us begin the introduction of our esteemed judges. So I would like to introduce our first judge, who is from London, United Kingdom. He has wide teaching and administration experience stretching over 18 years in both first and second language English. He is also currently teaching years 6 to 9 in high school. Please help us welcome our first judge, Mr. Martin Ball.
Hey, Martin.
Hey, everybody.
Welcome on board, Mr.
Thank you
Martin.
very much, Mr. Asjad.
All right. And now I would like to introduce our second judge, who is currently an English teacher at King Abdulaziz University. Please help me welcome Ms. Amira Al-Zahrani.
Good evening, Amira.
Good evening.
Good evening, everyone. How are you?
Alhamdulillah,
Very
I'm
well,
fine.
thank you.
Welcome aboard, Ms. Amira. And now I would like to introduce our third judge, who is a neonatal ICU nurse turned EFL teacher, who has also taught in various institutions such as King Abdulaziz University, Berlitz, and the British Council. Now an advocate of improving literacy of people with special needs, she exploits her social skills and creative digital know-how in teaching EFL to people with Down syndrome online. Please help me welcome Miss Maria Khan.
Hi guys, Assalamu alaikum.
Hi, Maria.
Thank you, Mr. Ansari. Hi,
Well, welcome on board, Miss Maria.
thank you. Happy to be here.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here too. And now let us also introduce our fourth judge for today's contest. Our fourth judge is a South African national who has spent 30 years in the educational area in a variety of roles. He started out as an English teacher and was fortunate to travel all over the world, serving in positions that ranged from class teacher to academic director and head teacher. He is currently the CEO of his own educational company called Stanley Education and Training Academy. Please help me welcome Mr. Conway Stanley.
Hey,
Thank you.
Conway.
Thank you.
Welcome on board, Mr. Conway.
Thank you for the welcome.
And now I would like to introduce our fifth judge, who is a TESOL and CELTA certified English language teacher, who has 22 years of experience in teaching international students. She has taught at schools from K-12 and colleges, and is presently working as an ESL instructor at the University of Jeddah. She has also presented at national and international conferences. She is deeply motivated and encourages extracurricular activities in learners of all ages. She has been an active participant in extracurricular activities and passionately believes that it is the best way to ensure a well-rounded personality development. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Ms. Imrana Rafat.
Welcome, Mr.
Hello,
Imran.
everybody.
Welcome,
Thank
Miss
you.
Imrana.
Thank
Welcome
you.
on board,
Thank
Ms.
you.
Imrana.
Thank you.
And now I would like to introduce our sixth judge. Our sixth judge is a committed and active Toastmaster. She has received many appreciations and awards, but most valuable to her are the Distinguished Toastmaster, Triple Crown Award twice, and of course, the Club President of the Year. She also has a diploma in teacher training, as well as in TEFL and TESOL. She also has distinction in teaching IELTS. Moreover, she is an accredited member of Professional Training Academy for Training and Human Development. She is also a member of Advanced Language Learning Research Lab, which is in Prince Sultan University, and she's pursuing coaching and mentoring and leadership and management programs. Ladies and gentlemen, please help us welcome Ms. Sayeda Ansari.
Welcome.
And
Thank you very much, Distinguished Master Ansari, and friends of the panel, and the participants and organizers.
I would like
Wish
to
you all
welcome.
the best.
Thank you very much, Ms. Sayeda, and I would also like to welcome you on board. And now, moving on to the seventh judge, I would like to welcome Ms. Marwa Hilmi. Welcome on board, Ms. Marwa.
Thank you so much.
afternoon, Marwa. How are you?
Thank you. Thank you. I'm honored.
All right.
Pleasure to have you on board.
Okay, so now that our role players have been introduced, it is now time to introduce our contestants for the Talking Titan contest. All right, where's it? All right, my apologies for the delay. So let us now introduce our contestants for the Talking Titans contest. To begin with, I would like to welcome our first contestant, Selena Muhammad, who quoted, "Good thoughts are no better than good dreams, unless they be executed." Welcome on board, Selena Muhammad.
Thank you.
All right,
Good
and let us
afternoon.
move on. Let us now move on to our second contestant, Farhan Muhammad, who quoted, "Friends, close friends, and best friends are all special, but my friends are remarkable." Welcome on board, Farhan Muhammad.
Thank you.
Okay, and now let us introduce our third contestant, Mahad Ahmed Siddiqui, who quoted, "Sometimes we need help. We shouldn't be afraid to ask." Welcome on board, Mahad.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Okay, and now our fourth contestant, Abdullah Zishan Khan, who quoted, reading leads us either towards or away from the straight youth. Choose wisely." Welcome on board, Abdullah.
Thank you.
And now our fifth contestant, Aiza Samir, who quoted, "You were born to be real, not to be perfect." Welcome on board, Aiza.
Welcome. Thank you.
And now our sixth contestant, Muhannad Ikram, who quoted, "A good friend knows all your stories. A best friend helps you write them." Welcome on board, Muhannad.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. And now our seventh contestant, Amira Masroor, who quoted, "Doors can be many, but the door to success is knowledge." Welcome on board, Amira.
Thank you.
Okay.
And now our eighth contestant, Laiba Imran Wadi, who quoted, "Best friends are nice, but true friends are even more valuable than that." Welcome on board, Laiba.
Thank you.
Welcome, welcome.
And now our last contestant, Afan Ubaid, who quoted, "There are many things that help you through your life journey, but the most important one is having good friends." Welcome on board, Afan.
Welcome, fan.
So, respected organizer, mentor, and role players, these are our esteemed contestants for the Talking Titans contest. So, fellow Toastmasters, are you ready to witness the Talking Titans contest?
Yes, we are.
All right. So let the Talking Titans session begin. Okay.
What are the role players?
Timer and ballot counter. Okay. Before we start the Talking Titans session, I would like to ask our two role players to briefly introduce themselves as well as explain their roles and responsibilities. To start with, I would like to introduce our timer, Abu Bakr Said, to please kindly explain his role as a timer. Over to you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today I'll be timing all the contestants. Timing range is from 2 to 5 minutes. At 2 minutes, I will show the green background. At 3 minutes 30 seconds, I will show the yellow background. And at 5 minutes, I will show the red background. And it will remain, the red background will be shown till the speaker has concluded his or her speech. Back to you, sir.
Thank you for explaining your role, Mr. Timer. And now I would also like to introduce our ballot counter, Fatima Said, to please kindly explain her role.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Get up.
So I am the ballot counter for today. I will be taking the votes from the judges, and I will be counting them and announcing the winners at the end. Thank you.
Thank you for explaining your and briefing your roles, Mr. Timer and Ms. Bell Counter. So, fellow contestants, let us now begin the contest. To start with, I would like to introduce our first contestant, Selina Muhammad, to please
Thank you.
in her speech.
Thank you. My dream. All of us dream, don't we? We dream of our favorite food, that we are a ruler of some kingdom, our ambition, what we like, and more stuff. And of course, what we dream, we want it. Respected chair, honorable judges, and my dear friends, good thoughts are no better than good dreams unless they are executed. Similarly, I'm going to share my dream, how I worked on it, and how I achieved it. I always dreamt of being famous for my studies. My wish got fulfilled in my school. It was all possible due to my hard work. I was known for my loyalty to studies. 2 years ago, I took admission to another school, so nobody knew my talent, but the way I became famous was quite interesting. Since textbooks were heavy, a rule was enforced to keep them in the cupboard. I took charge as a monitor of that shelf. Once during maths class, everyone started shouting, Selena, Selena. So that I just give them their books. And then out of frustration, mom asked, who is Selena? And then I raised my hand at man's back in a really very embarrassed manner. And then my maths teacher started noticing me in every single class. She observed that I was a really brilliant student and said all about me to all the teachers in the staff room. So from the day onwards, teachers started noticing me and they observed that I studied really well. Therefore, I would like to conclude by saying, dreams don't get true, they are made true. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. All in all, face your fears by achieving them. Thank you. Back to you.
Well done.
All right, thank you very much, Selina Muhammad. Dear audience, let us observe 30 seconds silence for the judges to mark their ballots. Mr. Timer, I would appreciate if we could please notify once 30 seconds finish.
Noted, sir.
Thank
30
you.
seconds has elapsed.
Thank you, Mr. Timer. And now I would like to introduce contestant number 2, Farhan Muhammad. Farhan Muhammad, the
Thank
stage
you.
is yours.
Thank you. My friends, everyone have friends. Friends are a beautiful blessing as we get to choose them by ourselves. Respected chair, honorable judges, and my dear friends. Friends, close friends, and best friends, all are special, but my friends are remarkable. I'm going to show how I, with my friends, dis- col- celebrated my best friend's birthday party. Once I and my friend decided to give my best friend Ibrahim a surprise birthday party. I made an agenda and told to my friends. Now we all were ready to execute my plan. We gathered all our pocket money and went to the gift basket. We bought party bombs, gifts, and more decorative stuff. Then we directly went to one of my friends' home and decorated it. On the day of Ibrahim's birthday, I bought the cake of his favorite flavor of chocolate chip. Sorry, 1 second. We somehow managed to take Ibrahim in the venue. He was so surprised and his expressions were worth seeing. We enjoyed that day a lot. In summary, all of us need to have friends, not best friends, but a partner who help us in a situation where our guardians are not there in school. Therefore, friends are necessary. Have at least one friend for support. Thank you.
Thank you, Farhan Muhammad. Dear audience, let us observe 30-second silence for the judges to mark their ballots. Mr. Timer, would appreciate if you could please notify once 30 seconds are done.
Noted, sir. Thirty seconds has elapsed.
All right, thank you, Mr. Timer. Now I would like to call contestant number 3, Mahad Ahmed Siddiqui, to the virtual stage. Mahad Ahmed, the stage is yours.
Okay, can you hear me properly? Okay. Respected chair, honorable judges, fellow contestants, and my friends in the audience. A lot of people moved into a new house, and a lot of people don't move into a new house because of some reasons. Today I'm going to talk about my new house. We got our house recently after 11 years of waiting, basically from 2010. The reason I'm going to talk about this is because it was one of the best experiences of my life. We were living in our old house for more than 13 years, basically from 2008. We bought a plot for our new house in 2010. We kept on planning the design and base of our house. We kept on looking at houses for a very long time. 2 months before our house, I started doing his, and my big brother went into high school, and my other brother went into middle school. My sister graduated to college. We stopped looking at houses, and we started going to a new house almost every day. We're looking at design for our kitchen, our bedroom, our bathrooms. We changed our door color to a wood type color, but it was originally black. My big brother first suggested it, then my big sister agreed. And she told my dad, and then we changed it. Now we're almost done with our house. We needed to look at our appliances and furniture. When we were looking at appliances, we found them in a week, but our furniture took a very long time. We finally found our furniture and we ordered it. Our dining table came first, then then our living room sofa came third and second next. Then our family room sofa didn't come yet. We ordered the 2 sofas with a special order that the workers come and put the furniture in the right place. All in all, the experience of building and furnishing a home is a remarkable one. I recommend that everyone dreams of a home that is unique and then work towards making that dream happen. I promise you this will be an experience that you'll never forget. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mahad. Let us observe 30 seconds silence for the judges to mark their ballots.
Thirty seconds has elapsed.
Thank you very much, Mr. Timer. And now let us introduce contestant number 4, Aiza Samir. Sorry.
Thank you. Can I start?
Yes, Aziza, go ahead.
Starting high school can be terrifying, especially if you don't know anyone. Making new friends can be really tough in a new school. Here's a short story of how I met my friends in high school. One of the first few days of high school, we had gym class together, and I noticed she wasn't doing sports either, like me. During the lesson, we had to sit out, and I asked her why she didn't do sport. And she said she doesn't like sport, and I said neither do I. From that moment onwards, we got along well, and I found out that we shared similar interests, including not liking sports. Later on, she asked me if I wanted to sit with her and some other girls. Of course, I said yes. The girls were all welcoming and nice. We let more people join our group. Even though we were in different classes, our friendship worked out well, and we've been friends ever since till this day. Therefore, I recommend you should try and get along with everyone. Someone rightly said, friends are the people who make you smile brighter, laugh louder, and live better. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Aiza. Dear audience, let us observe 30 seconds silence for the judges to mark their ballots.
Thirty seconds has elapsed.
Thank you very much, Mr. Timer. And now I would like to introduce contestant number 5, Abdullah Zishan Khan. Abdullah Zishan, stage is yours.
Respected Chair, honorable judges, and fellow contestants. So today I'm going to give my speech about how not to be afraid of snakes. When I first saw snakes was when I was 2.5. I saw a documentary on the king cobra. So I wasn't basically scared of snakes at that time. But 2 years later, I went to Ta'if, a city in Saudi Arabia, and my mom holded a small anaconda. and it was trying to get out of her hands. That's where I basically started to get scared of snakes. 1 year later, I saw a video where a man held the golden pitch viper, and basically that's the most dangerous pitch viper in the world. He said you should be calm and keep the snake calm as well, because if the snake isn't calm, then you can say it will get defensive, and when a snake is defensive, it will bite. So we come to the conclusion that our main objective is to keep the snake calm. And so if the snake isn't calm, it will bite. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Abdullah.
Is it done?
Yeah. Dear audience, let us observe 30-second silence for the judges to mark their ballots.
Thirty seconds has elapsed.
Thank you very much, Mr. Timer. And now let us introduce contestant number 6, Muhannad Ikram. Muhannad Ikram, the stage is yours.
Good evening. Should I start?
Yes, please, Muhannad.
Good evening. A good friend knows all your stories, but the best friend helps you write them. This is the story that my best friend left me with. Honorable Chair, judges, and my dear friends, it all started on the April of 2015 on the first day of preparatory school. After a great day in class, it was home time. I was waiting before my bus with other kids and was looking around. The next thing I know, I was approached by a timid, and it looked like he had something to say. Do you want to be friends? He said. I didn't know the boy, but I said yes. His innocent face had won me over. I asked him his name, and he shyly replied, "So." The bus arrived, and the teachers started our friendship and sat together. Even though we were not in the same section, we became good friends, playing loads of games and having tons of fun on the bus. Later, I found out how he was not as innocent as he looked. He was very mischievous, and we would routinely get into all kinds of trouble because of him. Once we got a bottle of sanitizer and started to play on it on the bus. We made such a mess that the driver got really mad at us. Anyhow, after an eventful year, we finally graduated to the first grade. And the best part was we were in the same section. However, our happiness was short-lived, as a teacher entered the classroom and said that Saud was to be shifted to another section. But we still, we would become sushi sellers in our imaginary world and play all sorts of games that came to our little minds. The time spent with Saud was very precious to me. At the end of the year, Saud suddenly told me that he was shifting to India forever. I was heartbroken, and I never heard from him ever again. It's been 5 years since he left. Neither have I forgotten about him, nor have I found a friend like him. It is now that I realize that we take our relations for granted. I wish everyone appreciates and cherishes the time they are spending with their loved ones. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Muhammad.
Well done. Well
Dear
done,
audience,
Muhammad.
let us now observe 30-second silence for the judges to mark their ballots.
Thirty seconds has elapsed.
Thank you, Mr. Timer. And now I would like to introduce contestant number 7, Amira Masroor. Amira Masroor, the virtual stage is yours.
Thank you. We all have many stories to tell. Some of these can be very fancy and even unreal. The story I'm going to share with you is one such story. Respected chair, honorable judges, fellow contestants, and my friends in the audience. There was once a girl named Amira who got into trouble for the stories she would tell. I have million toys. She told her classmates that I live in a big house. While working on a project, she told her partner, my backyard is a circuit and I fly in my own plane. Thursday, on the bus while on the way to school, she told the girl beside her, I have a shark in my pool. Then one day while sitting on the bench, she told Anna, my brother is 10 feet tall. Anna stopped eating and looked at her in the eyes and said, why do you always make stories? Finally, Amira paused for a moment and decided what to say. I made all the stories of who I'd like to be. All in all, I would like to say that even though we all like to sound cool, it's better to be happy with who you are and what you have. I advertise you to love everything in the world. Thank you.
Thank you, Amira. And dear audience, let us observe 30-second silence for the judges to mark their ballots.
Go.
Thirty seconds has elapsed.
Thank you, Mr. Timer. And now I would like to introduce contestant number 8, Laiba Imran Wani. to the virtual stage.
Thank you. My friends. Friends are very important to us. They're our companions and they're always there when we need them. Respected honorable chair, judges, and my dear friends. We need friends to help support and encourage us. They're almost as important as family, but they're the family we choose ourselves. They are always there helping each other side by side in any problem. One person knows something and the other knows something else. They use each other's knowledge to fix any problem. A true friend is more valuable than gold, doesn't cost a penny, very hard to find, and very easy to lose. It's hard not having friends to share things with and keeping secrets to yourself. The first friend I met was at my native school. We sat on the same bench at that time, and for some reason I disliked her. But later we started a conversation. It turned out we had lots in common. After a while, we got to know each other more and were well versed with each other. Just like another sister, I imagined, if I had one. This way, I realized she could be my best friend. Best friends are nice, but true friends are even more valuable than that. Later, we were even more well versed with each other, and I thought that she could really be my true friend. I even felt the same for 4 more friends I had, but I never felt the same emotional and strong friendship that I felt for my first friend. And today, she will always be my bestest friend I ever had. We are born with 2 ears, 2 eyes, 2 hands, and 2 legs, but only one part of a very specific friendship bracelet. That's because we're supposed to find the other one. In conclusion, I would like to say that we must always value friendship. One day or another, these memories will fade away, and also will our friends. Only from our minds and never from our hearts. The old days will always be memorable. So we have to get up and find our true friend who will be waiting for us till the end.
Thank you, Laiba. Dear audience, let us observe 30-second silence for the judges to mark their ballots.
Thirty seconds has elapsed.
Thank you, Mr. Timer. And now I'd like to introduce contestant number 9, Afan Obaid, to the virtual stage.
Thank you. Okay. We all have friends, namely me. My dream was to have many friends and play together every day. But for some reason, that wasn't the case. I had to be really selective and it was really hard to find friends for me. So today I'm going to be showing you how I made my best friend. Respected organizer, honorable judges, and my dear friends. Assalamu alaikum. One day I was in summer of 2020, I was playing on my laptop. My mom came and she said, Afan, you've been playing for so long, you've been playing for ages, and you should get off your laptop and go outside. I said, oh, Mom, I hate going outside. There's nothing to do there. So then my mom got angry. So then I decided, you know what, why not? Let's just go outside. And then when I went outside, something really bad happened. A mischievous kid came and took my ball. And then I started following him. But then I tripped and I fell down. It was a really tragic moment as I almost fractured my leg and I bruised it really badly. So then I had no one to talk to and I was about to burst into tears. But then someone came and just held me up like a hero. His name was Muhammad. We had many similarities and we like to do the same things. So then he held me up and brought me to my parents. And finally, I conclude that having friends is something that you should have through your journey of life. You can't have a good life without friends. Friends are necessary. And I suggest finding a person who is kind, honest, and doesn't bully whatsoever and says the truth. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Afan. That concludes the Talking Titans contest. And dear audience, let us now observe 3 minutes of silence for the judges to finalize their ballots. And Mr. Timer, I would appreciate if you could please provide the timer's report for our contestants so that the judges could finalize their ballots further. Mr. Timer?
Good evening once again, ladies and gentlemen. Today now I'm going to give the timings report. Our first contestant, Selena, spoke for 1 minute, 50 seconds. Our second contestant, Farhan, spoke for 2 minutes, 25 seconds. Our third contestant, Mahad, spoke for 2 minutes, 15 seconds. Our fourth contestant, Aiza, spoke for 1 minute, 15 seconds. Our fifth contestant, Abdullah, spoke for 1 minute, 18 seconds. Our sixth contestant, Mohanad, spoke for 3 minutes, 5 seconds. Our seventh contestant, Amira, spoke for 1 minute, 45 seconds. Our eighth contestant spoke for Laiba, spoke for 2 minutes, 59 seconds. Our ninth contestant, Afan, spoke for 1 minute, 59 seconds. So back to you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Timer. Mr. Timer, would you let us know about the minimum minute and the maximum minute for the contestants to be qualified?
Noted, sir.
Thank you very much, Mr. Host. For the benefit of the judges, a quick reminder, the minimum time that a contestant is allowed to clock is 1 minute and 30 seconds, where 30 seconds are grace. And the maximum time the contestants are allowed to clock is 5 minutes, again, where 30 seconds are grace. Thank you very much. So between 1 minute and 30 seconds and 5 minutes, all contestants are eligible for voting.
Thank you for the information, Ms. Mentor, Ms. Sarah Ansari. Thank you, Mr. Timer.
3 minutes has
Ms.
elapsed.
Perfect. Ms. Ballot Counter, have you received all the ballots from our judges?
No, not yet. I'm waiting still.
We have already sent you the ballot, but it's showing just one tick with us. Can you please ensure that your Wi-Fi is good enough?
Yes, sure. Okay, I think I'm getting.
Okay, so while we're waiting for the ballot counter to collect and receive all the ballots from our judges, I would like to introduce the marketing partner for the International Talking Titans contest. So please help us introduce the marketing partner, Watch, Eat, Drive, Repeat. Okay. I would like to ask our contestants about how they feel in today's contest. Let us hear from our first contestant, Selena Muhammad.
Thank you. It was really nice participating. It's not like we should win, but it's quite good that I participated, and I'm very proud of it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Selena. And I would also like to hear from our contestant number 2, Farhan Muhammad.
I'm feeling nice.
Okay. Thank you, Farhan. And let us also hear from our third contestant, Mahad Ahmed, about his comments on International Talking Titans.
It was nice. It was like really fun to do it.
Thank you, Mahad. And I'd also like to hear from our fourth contestant, Abdullah Zishan.
It was good.
Thank you. And now I'd also like to hear from our fifth contestant, Aiza Samir, about how she feels.
It was good.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Aiza. And now I would also like to call our sixth contestant, Muhammad Ikram, about his opinion for the Talking Titans and how you found it.
I feel very
Could you
I
please
feel
begin,
very
Muhammad?
happy to participate. What's that?
Okay. Thank you,
I
Muhammad.
feel very happy to participate in the competition, and it made me really confident.
Thank you for sharing your comments, Muhammad. And now I would also like to call our seventh contestant, Amira Masroor, about how she finds the contest and how she feels participating.
I really enjoyed it.
Uh-huh. Thank you, Amira. And now I would also like to call contestant number 8, Laiba Imran, to share her feelings for the contest and how she found it.
It was a great feeling. I felt very excited, and it's great to participate in the Talking Titans right now. I feel really great.
I'm glad to hear that, Laiba. And now I would like to call our last contestant, Afan Obeid, to please share his opinion and how he found the contest.
I mean, it was nice, I guess. I like speech competitions pretty much because I'm pretty. I just find speech competitions one of the most fun competitions. So yeah.
Thank you very much, Afan. And I would like to thank our contestants for expressing their opinions about the Talking Titans contest. That's a job well done. And now I would like to confirm if our ballot counter has received all the ballots from our judges. Ms. Ballot Counter, are you available?
Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Okay. Please give me just a moment. I'll be announcing soon.
All right.
I'm waiting for one more ballot, so yes, please give me a moment.
All right. So while we wait for the announcement of winners, I would also like to hear from our judges to express their opinions about the performance of our esteemed contestants.
Well, if I may start, what a high standard. Wow. You've given us judges, I'm sure the other judges are feeling the same, a real headache. You all were excellent and inspirational. And personally, I'm very proud of every single one. I thought every speech was great. It seems such a, I don't know, it seems so tough to decide a winner and someone who didn't win. You know, it's unfortunate because everybody did so well.
Okay, thank you for expressing your opinions, Mr. Martin.
Most welcome.
And our next...
I would like to put in a word over there. I really appreciated those of you who took this particular thing into your foresightedness, that even if you were reading out of a paper, you showed as if you were not reading, but you were actually speaking. Now this was a certain talent that only a handful of you could do, and I really liked it, because the way you said whatever you were saying, it felt as if you were not reading, but some of you were. We could make it out actually reading. So even if you are reading, because this is an online session, you should pose or act as if you are speaking rather than looking from somewhere and reading. Remember that for your next competitions to come. And I really appreciate those of you who actually were prepared and you actually were speaking, because this was a Talking Titan competition, right? It was supposed to be not reading, but supposed to be you speaking. And I really liked some of you who did that. It was really good. Keep it up.
Thank you for expressing your opinions, Ms. Imrana.
Congratulations to everyone. Everybody's a winner. Coming on here is a feat in itself, you know, overcoming your fear of speaking in public. And we are live on Facebook. I'm very proud of everyone. And everybody is really marvelous. However, there are very few who could make you feel different. You know, when you speak, you leave something to the listeners. But I want everybody to continue speaking in public, and good luck to your future speaking endeavors. Everybody's a winner. Everybody has this gift of gab. And I thank the organizers for showcasing this gift of gab of these students. And it's really a pleasure being on here. This is time well spent. Congratulations, everyone. Thank you, organizers.
Thank you for your opinions, Ms. Maria.
Mr. Host?
Yes, would any other judge like to...
Our judges need to get back to us.
Sorry, come again.
Ms. Marwa, can you please check your internet connection? Ms. Fatma hasn't received your ballot.
If I may jump in while we're waiting for the ballot counter,
Can you please send it to me, Ms. Marwa?
I was absolutely mesmerized by the level of quality that you all displayed. And, you know, I thought everyone was a winner, absolutely. But just to kind of emphasize what Ms. Imrana has pointed out, with public speaking, obviously it is very, very important that in a contest like this, that it is natural. And what we found was some of you did lose a mark or two because you evidenced that you were reading. It was quite clear to see that you were reading of your laptop or your paper. So just to tell you, you've done outstanding this afternoon, and I'm very proud of each one of you. I'm so grateful to have been a part of this showcase this evening. So congratulations to all you winners. I think you've done well, really well. Thank you.
Absolutely, absolutely. I second that. Each one of you, mashallah, you're so good. Keep it up, boys, and keep it up, girls. Excellent performance.
Thank you very much, Mr. Conway.
Okay. Yeah, good evening, everybody, especially the participants and the mentor. A job well done. Each child was a story of her own. I just loved listening to you. I felt that had you been speaking a little bit more, a few minutes, seconds more, or maybe that time limit, that if you had covered the time limit, it would have been so much better. And yes, I again totally agree with Imrana and Conway that you shouldn't be reading from paper, whatever it is. And you may prepare. You may, if you feel that you are going to forget a point or two, just have a flashcard handy. Put in the points that you want to remember and relate to, but don't read the whole of your speech from the paper or the maximum of your speech from the paper. Please avoid that. Other than that, you have done very well. I'm very proud. I'm very happy. And this shows that when talent is being enhanced, it takes, you to a different level or a higher level than what you actually are. And you're all talented. So keep it up, enhance what you are doing. And I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Sayeda. Would any other judges like to have a few words to say?
Bring us up to speed on the ballot. What's happening?
So do you want to say how you felt about it?
Okay. So, respected judges and fellow contestants, and our respected organizer and mentor, it is my privilege to express how I felt about the International Talking Titans contest. I felt that all our contestants had done their marvelous job, and especially the fact that they spoke with confidence, and especially the fact that they successfully broke the ice. And I would like to echo what our judges had said, that it would be much nicer if you try to avoid reading from the notes, as this will enable you to maintain eye contact, and as well as being able to use a variety of gestures. But all in all, you actually faced it and you aced it. So keep shining and never give up, and continue your journey, dear Titans.
Mr. Host will now announce the results.
Thank you, Ms. Mentor. But before I do that, I would like to confirm if our ballot counter has received all the ballots.
Yes, I'm ready.
All right. So, are you all ready to know the winners for tonight's contest?
Can't wait.
Yes, sir.
Please, put us out of a...
All right. But before we do that, I would like to remind everyone that everyone here is a winner, and you all deserved and did your best. But at times we really select the winner because that particular individual deserved the most. So with this, I would like to start by announcing our second runner-up or third place. And the second runner-up award goes to
Laiba.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Laiba.
All right. Our first runner-up award goes to
Dun, 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 dun.
Amira.
Well done, Amira.
Hooray!
Congratulations.
And now, the champion of the International Talking Titans, who faced it and aced it tonight. Any guesses?
Oh.
Alina.
You better announce.
Teen Titans, Adult Titans.
Muhammad.
Oh,
Congrats, Mohammed.
Congratulations, man.
Ahmed, well done.
Well done, everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations, champion Muhammad, first runner-up Amira, and second runner-up Laiba. Well done and keep it up. And with this, I would like to hand over the floor to our organizer and mentor to please share their closing remarks.
Thank you very much once again to all our contestants and all of our role players. Thank you for taking the time out to support this event, which means the world to us. Contestants, you're a very lucky generation. You get to do all of this at an age when many of us were just thinking about what we would like to do. Ms. Farah, thank you for taking the initiative and organizing this. It's tremendous. A lot of hard work on your part. We did it. Over to you, Farah.
Yes. Am I audible?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, thank you so much, Ms. Sarah. It's been a pleasure. You have been with the contestants since around 5 weeks or so, and you've been training them. It's just because of your guidance, they have this confidence to talk and to, speak up in front of the judges and everybody. And thanks to all the judges for being with us. For taking out time, and it's a pleasure having you. I'm really grateful. And thank you, Mr. Asjad and Ms. Fatima and Abu Bakr. Thank you so much.
Thank you again, everyone. With this,
Thank you for inviting us here.
thank you.
Miss, I want to say
Guys,
something.
great. Please go
Yeah,
on.
Amir,
Miss, I would like to say special thanks to Miss Farah and Miss Sarah for this opportunity.
Thank you, baby. And I'll tell you what, you guys were amazing. Do you know why we have such a great event today? Because each and every one of you showed that you have it in you to become a Titan. Yes? Perfect. MashaAllah, tabarakallah. Great closure to a great job, which all started with a great idea and great efforts. Thank you again. With this, we come to the end of the program. On behalf of Afrij e-learning solutions, Ms. Farah and I announce the event closed.
Thank you very much,
Thank
Ms.
you.
Ozer and Ms. Venture.
Thank you.
And may I ask all our attendees to please switch on their cameras so we can have a group picture? All the role players and all the contestants. And of course, our bell counter.
Aiza, dear, please turn on your camera. Aiza? Yes, good job.
Okay. 1,
You're
2,
our
3,
Titan.
cheese. One more. Face it to ace it. All right, thank you everyone for joining me for a group picture.
Thank you for inviting us. Thank you.
Thank you so much. It's
It's a
really
pleasure.
Our pleasure, and thank you once again. Have a nice evening. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Assalam rahmatullah.
Alaikum assalam.
Everybody.
Bye.
Alaikum assalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And it's my privilege being the host for the International Talking Titans. Thank you very much, Ms. Farah and Ms. Sarah.
Thank you again, so Mr. Asjad, for being such a great host. It was a very smooth event.
Indeed, my
Thanks
pleasure.
again to all the judges, and thanks to our little role players, Fatma and Abu Bakr.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye. Leaving the
This
meeting.
is your host, Asjad Ansari, signing off from the International Talking Titans contest. Good night and have a nice evening.